It's not just those people who are in the airport. There are millions of people in the same situation, not just my family, not just my friends, millions of Afghans. Right now, they are afraid.
This is Zarifa. She was a member of Afghanistan's first all-female orchestra, Zohra, named after a Persian goddess of music. We first spoke to the group back in 2019. At the time, they were students of the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, founded in 2008 by this man, Dr. Ahmad Sarmast. But only a few years before, music, a rich part of Afghanistan's culture, was outlawed in the country, and women's rights severely restricted under the rule of the Taliban. The extremist Islamist group ruled Afghanistan from 1996 to 2001. During that time, women and girls were almost completely prohibited from receiving an education. The Taliban were removed from power in 2001 by US-led forces. But 20 years on, as the US has withdrawn its troops in a move to finally end its longest war, the Taliban have again taken control. We tracked down the orchestra and spoke with Zarifa, Ahmed, and another member who chose not to be identified to find out what this really means for them and the future of women's rights in their home country. None of them are in Afghanistan at the moment.
I can't describe that feeling for you. I was never this broken in my life. I swear I was never this hopeless in my life. There are a few nights in my life that I was thinking that, oh my God, that was the hardest, and I can never imagine a night like that in my life again. But it was like they took part of my soul with it.
It is indeed heartbreaking. It's the collapse of a nation. It's the collapse of millions and millions of hopes. It's a crime against humanity. I cannot be softer than that.
I'm scared, and it's not safe. I love my country. I love my homeland, but right now it's not safe. What kind of Afghanistan is gonna be for next generation? Without music, without culture, without good educated people.
Our country has been in war for decades. Our country has been suffering for years and years, right? This generation, my generation, we were so hopeful that we're gonna try our best. We're gonna make peaceful Afghanistan for the next generation.
Many people made many sacrifices to bring Afghanistan where we stand today in terms of human rights, women's rights, education, cultural development, rebuilding of a nation. But we lost everything over a night.
We were improved a lot. Girls were going to school, women were able to go outside without any company of men. They were able to work. They were almost there, almost equal in a lot of places in Afghanistan.
I'm very disappointed by the United States, the way they treated my country, the way they betrayed my country, the way they betrayed my people.
US could not and should not stay in Afghanistan forever. But the people of Afghanistan have been expecting a more responsible withdrawal, not just making a decision to leave Afghanistan and just turning their back to the people of Afghanistan.
They had to leave at one point. They weren't there forever. And I know that. The way they did it, people weren't ready for that. The government wasn't ready. Nobody was ready.
Right now, there are news about Taliban, like they are going to let girls to go to school. They are saying that there is no violence in Afghanistan at the moment. I want them to know that it's too early to trust them. And they didn't raise their voices for Afghanistan when all Afghans were saying that, help us, Taliban are coming, help us.
To stand with the people of Afghanistan, not turn their back to the people of Afghanistan. Keep the new regime accountable. Ensure that the achievements of the last 20 years are not taken away.
We will be fool if we accept that these 20 years there was no Taliban. Taliban was there. Taliban was still destroying things. They were still fighting. They were still killing people. They were still raping girls. They murdered a lot of people. They have. After whatever they have done, how can I believe that they will not do it?
I hope that the Taliban learn from their mistake of the past, get some understanding about the importance of arts and culture and equality in a society. And I hope that the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, this beacon of hope, will stay and remain intact, and we will be able to return and to continue our work.
Yeah, they're the same as they were before, with the same philosophy, with the same ideas, and they haven't changed. We don't believe theory. The other day they killed a woman on the street because she didn't wear burqa. She wasn't covering herself. They shot her. It's the same.
Regardless of how much people will be pushing and trying to silence this nation. The nation was not silenced in 1996. They managed to keep their voices. They managed to hide the precious musical recording that they had. And I'm confident that still they will manage to keep music alive within their hearts.
What I can do is just spread the awareness, tell the people about the truth about Afghanistan. That's all I can do right now. But in future, I want to get educated and hopefully be able to go back to Afghanistan and bring music back.
Music is a very, very beautiful thing. It is the identity of a country. It is the identity of a nation. And it is beautiful. Whenever I talk about Zohra, I have this huge smile on my face even if I'm in a bad mood or something. Zohra is Afghanistan, you know? We were 28 members, and we were not just 28 girls. We were the voice to many, many voiceless girls in my land. Zohra is that image of Afghanistan that all youth, all my generation has been working so hard in these 20 years to make it come true. Zohra was that, and now, I don't know.